You said that you and your wife were separated.
We are.
For how long?
For about another week.
Oh, you bad boy.
Oh. You're not leaving, are you?
Relax, baby. We still got the rest of the night. That is, if you're up to it.
What do you think?
Been taking your vitamins, I see. You mind if I borrow this?
Well, it's just that it's my wife's, and you know.
What, she can smell another woman? Don't worry, I'm not wearing any perfume. Save my place, lover. I'll be right back.
Find everything you need?
Yep, everything.
Case got flushed, along with that vial of morphine.
Wasn't our entire case.
Oh, the judge thought so. That's why I kicked Mr. Keating. You what? Remember the rules of evidence, detective. Thankfully, the judge did. Mrs. Burke went painlessly. She was a very old and sick woman.
Who just happened to be worth $800 million.
That's not my client's fault. She hired him to take care of her.
He did do that, didn't he?
I'll ignore that.
Tell me something. How much of that $800 million is he gonna get, huh?
That's not what's at issue here. The law has been upheld. My client's innocent.
You mean he's gonna walk on a technicality and take her estate with him?
So, fortune smiled upon him. Don't you believe in good fortune, Sergeant Lance?
Oh, yeah. However, a year ago, Mr. Keating was an unemployed manservant who had a drinking problem. Today, he's hiring you at $600 an hour. That's not good fortune. That's sleazy.
You seem to be consumed with money. The law is the law, detective. Be thankful that it was upheld.
Your client killed an elderly woman. Now, I know it, and you know it.
I know nothing of the kind.
Tell me something. How do you sleep at night?
Soundly. A wise Englishman once said, where laws end, tyranny begins.
And even wiser ones said, first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers.
Sergeant Lorenzo. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Ms. Rush.
Miss. How 80s. Call me Cynthia.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but I think I'll call you Ms.
And you look so modern.
Strictly an old-fashioned guy. Right between the lines.
Oh, you cut yourself short, Detective. Although there is something to be said for certain older traditions.
Hey, Mr. Keating.
Justice is served. I'll see you in court, Sergeant Lance. See you. Job well done. Let's get some coffee. Come on.
Never ceases to amaze me.
What?
Why she is not killed by the rays of the sun. By the way, I just wanted to thank you for, backing me up back there.
What? You were doing fine.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, no, I mean, you know more about this case than I do. You're the primary.
Oh, that's right.
It's a tough break. They lost the morphine vial, but we'll find something else.
Yep, I'm sure we will.
You know, what is it with you two?
I think she is a sellout, and she gives us all a bad name.
Now, is that us as in mankind, or is that us as in womankind?
Never mind, I don't think you would understand.
What's going on? Something else bothering you?
No, nothing.
Then why are you randomly moving files from one side of your desk to the other side of your desk?
I happen to like a very clean workspace. Is that a problem?
No. This wouldn't be anything personal between you and Ms. Rush, would it?
Why would you ask that?
Since you broke up with Eric, you've been a little tense.
That is so typical. Anytime there is the slightest bit of tension in the workplace, you assume it's because of my love life.
Is it?
No.
Fine.
Fine.
Morning, lover.
Cut the crap. Let's get this over with.
Aw, think when I left you, you had a big old smile on your face. Men are so fickle.
You know, you're worse than a hooker. At least they're upfront about it.
Yeah, but they don't make nearly as much money, and the health plan stinks. You bring what I wanted?
It's all there. Give me the earrings.
About that.
Don't even think about...
Nah, there's a change. I'm keeping them.
We had a deal.
So I lied. Again. Big surprise. Here's how it goes. You had too much to drink, and you forgot to turn on the security system. Somebody broke in and stole the earrings. So you collect the insurance and buy your wife another pair. It's a whole lot better than me telling her what really happened now, isn't it?
You piece of...
Oh, we both know what a vindictive, jealous woman she can be. You know, you may be out 20 grand, but you're still ahead.
Well, I don't see it that way.
Well, better I screw you than her divorce lawyer. Costs a lot less and... Baby, it's a lot more fun.
You overrate yourself.
Shh. You say one more thing like that and the price goes up another 5 grand.
Bitch!
Oh. You know what they say about guys who drive cars like this?
Biggest event of the season. What were you thinking of, Megan? Or is that a contradiction in terms?
Found the right red you like, Mrs. Rowan?
Good. I mean, everyone was wearing their hair short.
Mrs. Rowan, you specifically asked me to cut it this way.
You should have talked me out of it. You know how everyone wears their hair in this town. I mean, half of them come here to do it, for heaven's sake.
You look absolutely beautiful with your hair short, Mrs. Rowan. I mean, you've got great bones. Not many women can carry off such a sophisticated look.
Oh, Megan, don't use the hairspray, please. I'm going to Vale this afternoon. You know how the plane dries out my hair.
So, are you going to Vale alone?
No, only for the first week. Jeffrey promised he'd make it for the full two, but then a work thing came up. I'm not sending the jet back for him. Serves him right if he has to fly commercial. You know how he hates that.
This color looks absolutely fabulous on you.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Ouch! Oh, Megan, please pay attention.
Sorry, there was a tangle.
I keep forgetting. We're not in Paris or New York. You can't get top talent down here.
Lucky for me, your friend didn't show tonight. Yeah, young, beautiful, unescorted women. They usually don't hang out at the Green Ivy.
Yeah, but they're gonna once they find out that good-looking guys like you hang out there. It'll be the place to be. The bathroom.
Through there. Hurry back.
Oh, keep it revved and running.
Find everything okay?
Oh, yeah, this place is 5-star.
You bastard!
Sarah, honey, what are you doing here?
I knew you were fooling around on me.
Sarah, please, I can explain everything.
Where is the slut? You get out of here, you whore, you... Darla!
Mrs. Rowan, I know what this must look like, but
My manicurist? Couldn't you do better than that? Oh, you get...
no! No! No, not! No!
Get out! Get out! You... You won't be able to manicure a poodle by the time I... You...
Stop,
Get
stop,
off.
this is it.
Get off! I hate you, you bastard!
Stop.
Get off me!
Sarah, please. That's my mother's pin. How did you...
Oh, don't be so stupid, Jeffrey. She isn't here for the sex.
Sarah, let's forget this.
She's stealing. I'm calling the police.
No, Sarah, please. What did you do?
just this.
Neighborhood canvas found nothing. No one seemed to even hear a single shot. Talked to the housekeeper. She said, supposedly, Mrs. Rowan went to Vale yesterday. However, her suitcases are in the foyer.
Did you hear anything?
No. Mr. Rowan was on his way out, and he gave her the night off. But look, found these.
Diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Enough for some people to die for.
Forensics said this entire place is wiped clean.
So the killer wipes the place down but forgets the jewels. Smart killer turns stupid.
Less robbery wasn't tied in.
Yeah.
Found the bedding in the washing machine.
After the spin cycle, there'll be nothing left. No, M.E. said both bodies had been washed clean.
She was one smart killer, wasn't she?
Yeah, if it's a she. Mr. Rowans was definitely having sex with somebody. Look, it wasn't his wife. Body's still clothed. There are scratches and bruises on both victims. Well, maybe they fought with the killer.
Or maybe they fought each other.
It must have been a pretty sight. So, there's a struggle. Sam. Maybe it was a she. You ever hear of this place? Athena Spa.
Only the most expensive fluff and buff shop in town.
Only your hairdresser knows for sure.
Maybe we should take a ride over there and see what they know about Mrs. Rowan, huh?
Yeah. Maybe it went down like this. Maybe Mr. Rowan was having sex with the killer. Mrs. Rowan comes in, catches him in the act.
Killer does both of them.
Yeah. Talk about your unsafe sex.
Scary.
Okay, thanks. George says they're gonna reopen the Keating investigation.
Yes! Keating is dirtier than a dog in a puddle.
That change your mood.
Yeah?
Wouldn't have anything to do with counsel in the case, would it?
Are we back to that again? Look, just because I've been a little distracted
Well,
from last
downright
week...
cranky, if you ask me.
No, I have not been.
I'm telling you, dating is the answer.
Thank you.
It worked for me.
You know, for your information, my love life is exactly like I want it, devoid of minute present.
See, a relationship with one person, I mean, that's no relationship at all. That's like one person playing tennis.
Thank you. Boundaries, Christopher. Look, if I want advice, I'll write Miss Lonely Hearts. Right now, there's no complications, no problems. I'm happy, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sarah Rowan had a standing appointment once a week during the season.
Pretty busy social life, huh?
She was involved with all the charities. Or should I say she never missed a party. Heaven forbid if anyone thought she'd been dropped from the A-list.
When was the last time Mrs. Rowan was in?
Yesterday, I think. Megan was her stylist. She'll be able to tell you definitely. Oh, Darla, have you seen Megan?
She's having lunch out by the pools. Anything wrong?
Mrs. Rowan was murdered last night.
How?
Megan Carlson?
Sergeant Lance, Sergeant Lorenzo, Palm Beach Police.
Yeah?
Sarah Rowan and her husband were murdered last night.
Oh, that's awful.
You don't seem too broken up about it.
I guess not.
Didn't you like her?
Not really.
Why not? Was she a bad tipper?
If I could cash in on the insults, she was.
We understand she was a regular client of yours. Was she in yesterday?
Yes, for our weekly torture session.
We found a sample bottle of hairspray from this salon at the murder scene. You have any idea how they got there?
Even I don't use that crap. But she did. She was pretty cheap.
Excuse me. Megan, your next appointment's here.
I gotta go.
Hold on a second. Did she act any differently that day? Anything you can tell us might help us out.
Beyond dissing her friends about their latest liposuctions and facelifts, she really didn't share very much. Can I go now?
Actually, there's one more thing. Where were you between 9 and midnight last night?
I was at home.
Anyone see you there?
Yeah, my roommate.
Who's that?
Me. Hi. I'm Darla Weathers.
If you'll excuse me, I'm late.
Fine.
Darla, hold on a second. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. She with you all night long?
What you asked her was if anyone saw her at home last night.
Thank you for clarifying that. Actually, you wanted to know where were you between 9 and midnight last night?
I went dancing at the Monkey Club. I got home around 1. She was in bed, sound asleep. You have to understand something. Mrs. Rowan, she was really horrible to Megan. I mean, she was that way to everyone, but particularly Megan.
How so?
I don't know if she'd want me to tell you this. She's a very private person.
You're her friend, right? Anything you tell us might be able to help her.
Why? Is she a suspect?
We didn't say that. But you can help us eliminate her as one.
She was always calling her stupid or lazy or some other vicious thing. Megan got stuck with her because nobody else at the salon would take her anymore. You can't blame Megan for hating her.
Sounds like Sarah Rowan made enemies wherever she went.
You know, Meg would get so nervous when she came in, she nearly had a nervous breakdown. Listen, I've got a pedicure, okay?
All right. Well, Megan Carlson seems like a very troubled girl, doesn't she?
Yep, and that's coming from her best friend, roommate.
Yeah. You notice how hard her roommate best friend tried to help her out?
Ow. Softer. Your whole back's like one big giant knot.
That's nice. Oh, these cops have me all tense and freaked out.
Did they ask you where you were last night?
I told them we were here together.
I told them that I got in late and you were sleeping.
Then they know I lied.
Easy, it's okay.
But they might run a background check on me and they'll...
You know what? Relax. Why don't you lie down? I'll give you the full treatment. You'll feel better.
What if they find out about what happened?
You're only a hairdresser. Don't worry.
I can't lose this job.
You're not going to. I backed you up. Besides, somebody must have seen you last night, right?
No, I was beat. I came home and crashed early. I don't think I can go through all that. Pick up roots and start all over again.
Hey, I promised you when we moved in together that nobody would ever know.
You've been a really good friend.
And what else?
A lot of things. You know. I think you're great.
Me too.
Strawberries and whipped cream.
Yeah, it was her idea, you know?
Whoa. Lorenzo, I love it when you're dating. It means that I have a life again.
Well, I'm glad I could be of service, Cap.
You know, Franny and I tried all that fruit stuff once.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't get her out of the bedroom. The only problem is, with all the seeds and the juice, it got so sticky.
Stop. No, I don't think I want to know.
Know what?
Well, about the captain and Franny's taste in fruit.
Don't think I want to go there. I did get some interesting news, though. Forensics hasn't gotten back on the Rowan homicide yet, but I did get a hit on Megan Carlson. She has a prior conviction.
For what?
Murder.
Hello.
Yeah.
Who'd she kill?
Her father. When she was 14, she stabbed him 12 times with a carving knife.
She do time?
Yeah, she went to juvenile, and then when she was 18, they released her. She's been clean ever since.
Still, if she's got a history of violence.
Plus, she hated Sarah Rowan. She lied about her alibi.
I'd say that's enough probable cause for a search warrant. What do you think?
Do it.
Excellent. Ready?
Do you know how disruptive this is to my business? How can you do this to me?
Ma'am, why don't you wait outside?
I'll be out of business in a week. I need a sedative.
It's not mine. I don't know how it got there.
You ever seen this before? From this point on, you could be an accessory to murder.
It's okay, tell her. I have nothing to hide.
Mrs. Rowan wore it all the time. She said it was some kind of heirloom.
Megan Carlson, you're under arrest for the murder of Jeffrey and Sarah Rowan.
Darla, tell them I had nothing to do with it.
We're gonna get you an attorney. He's gonna straighten it out in no time.
This one dropped in record time. I would tell you to put yourselves in for a raise, but you'd never get it.
Yeah, booking should be done pretty soon, Cap, and we should get her shortly.
Red alert. Red alert. Bloodsucker, 6 o'clock.
Good to see you again, Captain Lipschitz.
Good to be seen.
So, you out shopping for a few new felons?
You ought to do something about all this misplaced aggression, Sergeant. Maybe you ought to take a few minutes on the firing range.
I wouldn't want to miss all the adroit legal maneuvers like the one where the bad guys get off and somehow justice is served.
All right, that's it. You both win. It's a draw.
I'll abide by that ruling, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Let's move on to new business. I'm here on behalf of my client, Megan Carlson.
What? She can't afford your services.
She's a pro bono case.
Ah, since when did you start doing charity work?
I know you'd like to think otherwise, but I do have a heart.
Sure you do. Only it's transplanted.
pretend I didn't hear that, Sergeant Lance.
We have a very damaging piece of evidence against your client, Counselor.
This one's an obvious example of a rush to judgment. Just because a girl has a troubled past does not mean she's guilty of murder.
Troubled past? She stabbed her father 12 times, Counselor. That sounds a little more than troubled in my book.
Not if your father sexually abused you since the age of 4.
And we did happen to find a little pin that belonged to Mrs. Rowan in Megan's locker.
Which is the very definition of circumstantial evidence.
Although we do have 3 other little components: motive, opportunity, and means.
The jury ultimately determines that, Sergeant. I'm sure you obtained a warrant before you searched my client's locker?
Good. Wouldn't do it any other way.
I'll need a copy of that warrant. They're oftentimes drawn up erroneously by judges as well as police. Although I'm sure the police haven't made any mistakes in this case.
Nope, of course not. No, how do you know Megan Carlson? She doesn't travel in your circle of friends.
She does my hair. She's the only one who can get it right.
Sure. Not just anybody can comb the snakes out. It's getting a little stuffy in here. I think I'll go.
Something tells me she doesn't like me.
No, she likes you a lot. She just masks it very well.
Detective Lorenzo, is there some place we can talk privately?
Sure. Step in there. So what's up?
I think you know what's up. I've noticed the way you've been looking at me.
Yeah? How's that?
Same way I've been looking at you. You know, we're both single adults.
Who have a professional relationship.
Who can still have a professional relationship, regardless of what happens. We wouldn't be breaking the law.
I have this little rule about mixing business and pleasure.
Oh, let's just break that rule. You might just like it. You're not afraid, are you, Detective? Are you afraid? Pretty well in there.
Pretty well.
Very well.
Yeah?
When do I get the main course?
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Don't be timid, Chris. I only bite in the right places.
All right, fine.
Excuse me, those are my bank statements. Here's her appointment book. I brought it home from the salon.
Is that all of Megan's clients?
Yeah. Was this all really necessary?
Yeah, we're sorry about the mess, Miss Weathers. We'll have it cleaned up in no time.
You know, you're not gonna find anything. I told you she didn't do it.
So why'd she lie to us about being with you the night of the murder?
Maybe she was scared
What of?
of what's already happened. I mean, before with her father.
You know much about her past?
Best friends don't keep any secrets. I mean, after what he did to her, he got what he deserved. This is so wrong. I mean, Meg can't stay in Palm Beach after this, even if she is innocent.
If? You don't sound so sure.
You know what I meant. You know, Meg may have a temper, but it's all show.
How bad is her temper, Darla?
You're putting words in my mouth.
Two of you ever have a fight?
It was never a big deal, just regular roommate squabbles. It only got scary when she'd bottle it up. Then it made me wonder what she might do if she ever really lost it. But I knew she never would. I mean,
Did you ever see her get extremely violent?
No. I mean, look, this is coming out all wrong. I've got to get back to work.
All right, fine. You can go, we'll lock up. What she says fits.
I guess.
What's wrong?
What? That's 2 times she tried to help her friend. Both times she buried her a little deeper.
Yeah, and?
So she doesn't seem stupid to me.
You know what really seems weird? The fact that all of Megan's clients say the same thing, though. That she was a great hairstylist. They couldn't believe she'd do something like this.
Not one of them knows the troubled girl that Darla told us about.
Well, they're clients. I guess it's a lot different living with someone.
May I help you?
Hi, you Mr. Simon?
Yes.
Sergeant Lorenzo is my partner, Sergeant Lance. We're investigating the Rowan homicides. Is your wife around?
No, she can't be reached. She's on a trek in Nepal.
You have any idea how long she'll be gone?
At least another week. Terrible thing that happened with the Rowans. We knew them socially.
Did your wife ever mention a Megan Carlson?
Megan,
Carlson. She did your wife's hair at Athena Spa?
what's my wife got to do with this?
Just checking out any possible leads.
With my wife?
There may be a connection to the spa.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
When she gets back into town, have her give me a call.
Certainly.
Oh, he acted a little strange.
Yeah, he was fine until you mentioned the spa.
Listen, can we talk about this later?
When they told me about the spa, I knew it was you.
Yeah, well, that'll be hard to prove. Look, all I have to do is describe your shortcomings to your wife and her. Divorce attorneys will take it from there.
Yeah, well, it'd be worth my marriage to see you strapped to the electric chair.
Now, Ross, chill out. Just tell me what you want.
My wife's earrings and my 20 grand.
Just say when and where.
Tomorrow. The volleyball courts at Mills Park.
I'll be there.
Oh, bring another 5,000. Think of it as a fine.
Hey, Cap!
Guys, I got bad news and worse news.
Well, bad news first.
Forensics came back on that hairspray bottle you found at the Rowans. Layton's were too smudged for an ID.
Worse?
Cynthia Rush got Megan Carlson bail.
What?
Man.
Ew. Yeah?
Wait till you hear this.
Weren't we supposed to meet in an hour?
We were supposed to, but I couldn't wait. What do you have behind your back?
Nothing. It's just some pajamas. It's...
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Since when have you been into stuff like this?
Since I have a date and it's none of your business.
With who?
With a musician, and it's still none of your business.
Lucky guy. I never pictured you in something like that.
Why? Because I turned into one of the guys?
No, because you're my partner, and it would be too distracting if I thought of you in something like that. Well, I mean, maybe I thought of you in something like that once or twice. 3 times.
Why did you come here?
Simon filed a burglary report on a pair of ruby earrings 2 days before the Rowan murders.
Diamonds and rubies, my favorite combination.
So I ran a check on the rest of Megan's clients. 5 of them reported burglaries in the last 8 months. And get this, all the burglaries, they happened while the wives were out of town.
But not the husbands.
No, husbands were all there.
So the burglar knows when the wives are out of town. She goes in, picks up the husband, seduces them, and then she steals the wife's jewelry.
If Sarah Rowan hadn't caught her hubby in the act, they'd both be alive today.
Simon knows who the killer is.
That's why I'm here. There's more. The first burglary happened 8 months ago.
So?
So Darla has been working at the spa for 10 months. Megan's only been working there 6.
Huh.
Yeah. Lorenzo. Yeah, Cap. Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah, I heard. Thanks. Simon was popped last night. 9 mil did the job.
Megan. Hi.
I was fired thanks to you.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had to follow the evidence.
Yeah? Well, my lawyer says I don't have to talk to you.
Michelle Simon's husband was murdered last night.
I suppose you're gonna try to nail me on that, too. Well, for what it's worth, Darla and I were home celebrating. We drank champagne until we passed out.
So you were with Darla all night?
Yeah, I just said.
If you were passed out, how do you know she didn't sneak out of the house?
I just do! Look, I already told you my lawyer says I don't have to talk to you.
Now, I don't know why you're lying for her. She's not your friend.
You are so on the wrong track.
Look, she didn't back up your alibi.
That's okay. She would have gotten in trouble.
Look, she claims you're innocent, but every time we talk to her, she makes things worse for you.
Darla's the only friend I have. Why are you doing this to me?
Did you know she sleeps with your clients' husbands?
You're way off. Darla likes him tattooed and 25.
Look, Megan, if you would just back off the hostility for 1 minute, you might see that I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Look, she looks for married, wealthy men. She waits till their wives go out of town. She sleeps with them, and then she steals the wife's jewelry.
You're nuts. I'd have known if she was into anything like that. I was in prison, remember?
Mm-hmm. That's what makes you the perfect roommate. You're her insurance. Look, Megan, we think she has already killed 3 people. That puts you in danger. You should think about that.
You're lying. Darla's the only family I have. She would never do anything to hurt me. Never.
Baby's little hair of the dog. You get all your things?
You going somewhere?
I'm going to the gym. Cheers.
You got the tub on?
Hot bath, sangria, best cure for a hangover. Right?
That woman detective came by the spa today.
Did she apologize for getting you fired?
Kind of. She asked me a bunch of questions about you.
Really? What did she say?
Some fairy tale about you dating my clients' husbands.
What? Me date those tan jobs? Not in this lifetime.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
Those cops are so lame. They're getting desperate. Drink up. You get the first bath. I'm gonna go check the temp.
Darla lied big time. The bouncer at the club said she didn't show up there until after 1 a.m.
I just got off the phone with her bank. She just cleaned out her safety deposit box.
Oh,
She skipped.
Darla also called their boss, asked her to give Megan her job back. She said she was acting irrational and threatening to end it all.
She's setting her up as a suicide.
Honey, what's wrong? Huh? What's wrong?
I don't feel so good.
Oh, you'll be fine once you get in the bath. Come on, let me help you.
I feel sick.
No, nothing a hot bath won't fix. Huh?
What did you put in my drink?
Nothing. Come on, just get in the tub. Come on.
No. Yeah. No.
Come on.
You want to hurt me?
No. Come on, the water's getting cold.
Let's go.
That's right, sweetie. That's right. You just sleep. It's okay. It'll all be over soon. I'll be over soon.
Bobby's police, open up! Megan! Rita! Call 911!
Darla, drop it!
But that's not the... Okay.
Rita, good news. IA called it a good shoot.
Oh, thanks, Cap.
Great.
See ya. Cynthia, hi. Hi. How's Megan?
She's out of the hospital. She'll be fine.
Good. You know, you were right. It was way too easy to jump on her.
You were only doing your job. But then that's why God made defense lawyers. Chris, can I talk to you privately?
No, I don't think so. Got a lot of paperwork I gotta do.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well, the job comes first, you know?
Ah, I hate responsible adults. Well, I'm off to free the wrongly accused. Any referrals are greatly appreciated.
You didn't, did you?
But me? No, never. Not in a million years.
Yeah, Sergeant Lance's desk.
Can you cover for me? I got a date tonight.
Another one?
Yeah, well, why don't you tell her yourself? She's right here.
Yeah, well, she's a model, and she's on the cover of Sand and Surf. Did you see it?
No. But really, go. That's fine.
You sure?
Really, go. Go. See ya. Oh.
Okay, yeah, fine.
What was that?
That was your date. He had to cancel. Something about a last-minute gig?
Ah, well. Perfect ending to a perfect day.
Hey, come on, don't let this bozo ruin your night. You go out, you have some fun.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
That's the spirit. Good. So what are you gonna do?
Well, I think I'll go return some underwear.